Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Path of Exile. We're playing in the Fall of Oriath beta. This is wave 2. And we are on our way to Merveil. Playing as a Viper Strike Shadow for a change. Eventually we'll pick up Abyssal Cry, but that is gonna have to wait until Act 4. Similarly, eventually we will become a Trickster, which is also gonna have to wait until probably at the end of Act 3. Gonna see if we can do the Labyrinth a little earlier than normal. Because then after that, we can do Act 4. And then after Act 4 we can just move straight on with the Ascent. And then head into Act 5. I have quite some things to make us move faster.
Your own way in land, exile.
So life gain on hits with melee splash. I still love that combination. It is pretty effective. It's actually just let's just advance the damage over time route anyway. In the recrafting video I did talk about though you can take the upper or the bottom part in that wheel. Upper part gives you a little bit more hit damage, the bottom one gives you more damage over time. But just realize that the damage over time bit of course also helps our damage over time from fire trap. Just a little bit. So that way that saves us some points later on rewiring it. Also increases duration of some effects, which is nice to just get right from the get-go. Okay, that is leveled up. Let's see, level 10. I'm 11, so not even that far ahead. But far enough that we should just deal with the larger groups, but have some small stragglers here and there. I can start to just simply leave them be. What way would the exit be? I'm gonna guess this way, so that means it's probably gonna be on the other side. Exactly. It's annoying to be right sometimes. So the ship graveyard's gonna be over here. Let's just keep going here. Okay, it seems like a decent group size again. So warming them up with Flame Trap and then finishing them off with Viper Strike works pretty well for now. Over time, as we get more links attached to our Viper Strike, it's going to become more potent, especially once we get some also once we get some more bonuses to our damage, or curse damage, poison damage, all the good stuff. Ooh, lapis. Then the poison becomes a little bit more relevant for our damage dealing, because for now, not poison, it's a little bit, but it doesn't really move all that quickly. The more we invest, the more potent it becomes. 27% damage bonus to damage over time is gonna help them. Also for this little puppy, 15.2 DPS. And once again, Haku is waiting for us. Right. So Whirling Blade is great for moving in, can't use it on the way out, but it's nice that way we do get to save up our Quicksilvers for exactly that. Oh, a bunch of blues. And then Necromancer on top of a totem. Not the greatest idea in the world. But at least not for me. From the Necromancer perspective, it's actually pretty darn smart. Okay. That's not the color combination I wanted, but coral ring is useful. 2, 1, Quicksilver. 3, 2, 1, Quicksilver. And there we are, back at the exit. These are commissions, they're not terribly long. They do help us level them up. And this way, we nearly got him at level 3. Similarly for Elbrion, he's also nearly at 3. Which is gonna help get ourselves a hideout. So I didn't see Fairgraves when we started out. Most of the time he hangs out somewhere near the start. Sometimes he is a bit of an annoying guy. Guess in this case we're gonna ignore him. And then I'll just catch this up between episodes. And there is the All Flame, but without an eye on where Fairgraves is, that's not gonna bother. We'll get back here at some point. And there's a waypoint, okay. Odd layout. Usually waypoint means Fairgraves is not too far. Exactly, okay. And suddenly I feel slightly bad for not actually going after the All Flame. Chances are Merveil is not going to be too far from here. So there's that. Okay, strongbox helps us recharge our flask charges a bit. Importantly, our mana flask, because I've been burning through mana quite a bit here. Another one, okay. There's a little unexplored. If I don't go here, then it would have turned out there was something fun over there. In this case, there's not. But yeah, one of the more odd layouts. Question is this going to be a dead end on this side? That's. Hey, also map doesn't reset, or is it just a setting that got reset? Let's have a quick look. Outer center map. Yes. Okay, good. And indeed, we are at the coast. And this is all rather coast-y. So, nope. No Merveil here. In this case, because we're gonna go by it, might as well pick up the All Flame. Okay, the ship graveyard cave. Getting close to level 13, it's level 12 area, so we're on level. Probably gonna be 14 or so when we face Merveil. The very high is 15, but that's still a very decent level. Ooh, and a greater life flask, that definitely helps. We're still running around with those small ones. Okay. Transfer. Okay, another rare. Yep, some blues. That's nice. We can just drag everything along and just fight them all at the same time. Focus on the strongest target around you. Melee Splash will take care of the weaker ones. And it seems like we might actually have to make a quick town stop to empty our pockets. Actually, yeah. Some space for the All Flame should be good. Just shouldn't get any more loot. Should be relatively doable. Just ignore whatever is behind us. And then focus on Strangle Charm. And just passively take out the supports here. And then of course the Sharktooth Claw looks too interesting to not bring along, and it definitely is a damage upgrade, so we're gonna go for it. Just keep them dropped, Slave Girl, All Flame, go go go, and then we can go to town, take the waypoint back. But first, empty our pockets. Okay, that was a 40 health belt. That looked just too good not to actually use. Okay, same energy shield, but armor, so meh. This is an old one. It is triple linked though. This is not, so actually this is better. Should just replace that one. 40 life, another 21 life, so makes 61 total. And then an assorted mods, that's okay. 23 life beats 20 life, so we're taking that as well. And what was there? Void manipulation. Yeah, not really using it, so let's just stash it. This is better, this is better. Sell those, stash this one. Actually, just stash those as well. If I ever decide I wanna start over, then at least I have a couple of start items. Okay, so at this point, don't really have a lot of currency, so I'm not even gonna bother turning things into magic items or let alone anything else. Just gonna push forward with what we got. Merveil was surprisingly easy to do. So I think we should be able to do it her once again. Okay, just focus on Fair Grace. Then the Melee Splash is just gonna keep our life maxed out here. Lack of mana is the only potential problem, but we've got a better flask now, so that should be good.
I almost feel sorry for you, Fairgraves. Dying twice can't be fun.
Multi-trap for fire traps. Less trap damage. Don't think it's gonna be all that great for the... Okay, that was a mistake, because now I actually closed off the portal we had in the graveyard. So now I actually have to walk. Didn't have to before, now I do. Well, yeah, you can stack the flames from multiple fire traps, so throwing a cluster of traps for that doesn't seem like a great idea. Okay, those are blue. Ghosts is difficult to see, but there's a little bit of a bluish sheen on their shields. That gives them away. I really like the water. One of the things that might not be visible in but that devs assured us is improvement for how they deal with very high graphical intensity scenes. Before, they tried to render every pixel on the screen perfectly, and as a result your frame rate just took a nosedive whenever things got too intense. Now they're actually scaling down the resolution of the graphics if things get too intense in order to preserve your frame rate. Okay. Another gem here. Let's see, Reef, Nova, Fire Nova, Lightning Trap, Blade Vortex. I think I picked up Essence Rain last time, so there was nothing here. Just double checking. Oh, wither. We want to grab that and put it in a spell totem somewhere. I think this is a shadow. We can't actually buy ourselves spell totems. Also, I want a Flame Dash as a backup.
God hasn't abandoned us.
Oh, that's technically currency. Okay, good. Forward to Merveil. So the Whirling Blades is gonna remain our main movement skill, especially during fights. It's gonna help us with our applying of Fortify, but situations where you basically want or need to teleport, it is useful. Wait, isn't that actually better? No, that's what we have. Okay. In situations where you need to teleport, such as in trials, but also the Act 2 bridges, it is useful to have a teleport skill, so just bringing it along. Once you start mapping, you no longer need it, as far as I know. Well, maybe if you're gonna do some... It dropped. Of course it dropped. But with the exception of trials, I don't think you'll need a teleportation skill in the in maps. But during the story, at different points, it is useful to have a teleportation of sorts. So let's just bring one. And that is a corrupted side area. Well, there is a Val gem I want, Val Lightning Trap. So doing some Val areas, looking for it. Seems like a decent thing to do. So monsters poison on hits have increased damage. Of course, as long as they don't really if they don't really land hits on you, then they're not gonna poison you. Then it doesn't really matter. We learned something from the previous beta and now observing monsters in X 5 and 6 is that there is now more poison damage that is going to be thrown at you. It's no longer the resistance that you can ignore until, say, yellow tier maps. No, it definitely pays to get some chaos resistance on your character. Well, early on in the old content, now Acts 1 through 4, we don't really need it. But it's especially once you get to part 2 of the story. Once you get back in Rayclast, then there's gonna be a number of bosses that deal chaos damage. There's gonna be some mobs that poison or have other ways of inflicting chaos damage on you. So it definitely becomes more important now. Mother of the Hive, so others allies cannot die, which I'm fine with, since we're just poisoning them to hell. Vaal Montshell, that is almost what I wanted. Almost. Also fun, you get random achievements for doing all kinds of things that you've already done 1,000 times before. But of course on the beta, they're all new. Because everything got wiped, including your achievements. Currently looking for Merveil. So I think I just want that one over there. Oh, blues. 12, I'm 14, so don't really need the kills. But also we're doing decent on flasks there. Okay. Oh, this way. Currents of Anger. Next level. Willing Strike without faster attacks definitely feels sluggish. It's the faster attacks that make it better. Having faster weapons also helps though. 1.4 attacks per second is not a bad place at the start. But weapons with inherent modifiers to their attack speed is, from what I understand at least, is something that also greatly benefits Whirling Blades. So we'll just have to see how lucky we get there. A Strombox and a daughter, a flame daughter, so throwing a fire trap is not really gonna do that much though. She resists cold, not fire. And we got a unique belt from her. Worm's Mold, let's see, that's some life, strength, int, cold resist, and dual leech. You know what, I don't really care too much about what we have right now. It's a random set of modifiers. So if we lose a little bit of life to gain a little bit of leech, then that might actually help us. So now that the Sayeds, our damage is really low, so leech is not gonna do all that much to us. Okay, all of you, please fall down. Okay. Let's keep looking for Fair Lady Merveil. I must admit, I will be happy once the beta has actually become 3.0, the live version, and we're back to our regular rhythm. Because right now, no, the launch of this beta is also, it happened on a Tuesday during the middle of the night.
Bless you on this fine day, Exile.
So then it's not until the next day where you basically really know what's changed before you can actually play. And of course, middle of the week, so scheduling is a little bit more difficult. So it's not until now, the weekends basically, where I actually had some time to actually get playing. But I'm happy that for the first beta wave I did go all out and just play through all the content in a single weekend. Oh, it did give me a look at least 2 of the new acts and a lot of the curiosity, I think, for a lot of folks got satiated with that, so that the pressure to figure out what the heck is in Act 8 may not be as strong as it was a couple weeks before the first beta wave. Which helps.
Through faith! Your flesh is ours!
Okay, she's hurting. She's doing quite some damage. Okay, you shoot that way, I'll stand this way. And she is dead, first time. 3 traps, let's see how that helps. A little bit, but energy shield does help a little bit. Of course, as an act boss, she does have a fair amount of resistances. The second form feels much less healthy, and you punch her down a lot quicker. And there she goes.
My first dance with a lady of quality. Pity she let herself go like that.
Okay, then the journey towards nullification starts, and after that a blood drinker. Let's take a very quick jump up and down to town to empty our pockets, and then we're going to move forward to the Act 2 town. anything to ID? Yeah. Anything worth keeping? Fair amount of evasion. The little bit of energy shield here is not all that significant. Dual green gets replaced by dual green, but we do get extra life and a little bit of resist. So I think for now we'll just actually use that one. These boots have movement speed. That kind of makes them important. More of the same types of flasks. Oh, that's a chance orb. It's not quite what I would want. Riposte, lesser poison. Ooh, I got 4 chromes. This one is not linked and I don't want to spend any fuses. See if we can actually roll a green red on the top one there, like that. Good. Movement speed is definitely gonna help us clear things a little faster. Okay, so we're still leveling all the useful skills. Yeah, seems like it's yeah, movement speed. Then we have a Viper Strike there. Can replace it from there. Cool. And we can actually pick up our loot and move forward in life. Like that.
Oh, forest. Death has too many damned places to hide in the forest.
Grumpy Shadow. I must admit there are quite a bunch of monkeys around here. Though, with Mini Splash, getting surrounded by monkeys, not that big a deal. They might be doing some damage, but it's lots of little pinpricks, and we simply out-leech those pinpricks. That's a better mana flask, I approve of that. Oh, yellow, so focusing you down. Okay, let's just replace that. So you can come from 110 to 140 mana per flask. And another yellow. And there are the bandits, so that gets us to town. Approach seems a little different. Also seems like this is a little shorter. Which, once again, I'm not complaining to. Or about, I should say. Old vest, that's what we have. Okay. Yeah, and a ring. Cold resist, sure. That protects, sure. But that's expensive life. Nope.
Make it fast.
Not for now. We'll get opportunities to replace that. Okay. Well, with that, we have made it to Act 2. So next episode we're gonna tackle on the eastern side, and the episode after that, with a bit of luck, at least the western side, and we might even punch through to the north though. We'll just have to see about that. But for now, I'm gonna thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.